Hey there, Virgo. How's it going? We're going to get started on your love reading for the month of February. Let's get started. We're going to begin by taking a look at your significant other. What are they feeling? What are they thinking? Where do they stand? What's happening? What's going on there with them? Let's see. Let's take a look at your significant other. And your significant other, guys, could be anyone that is of significance in your life for whatever reason, no matter what the relationship is. Although we're focusing on romance and love, guys, okay? But I understand, okay, things can get complicated. Right? All right, Virgo, let's see. Holy Spirit, we're connecting with the zodiac sign of Virgo. What insight, foresight, guidance, revelations do we have for them in love right now? Show me their significant other. Here we go. We have the Page of Cups. Okay, I like it. How cute. Oh, that's even cuter. Okay, look. All right, guys. This looks really good already. So we have the Page of Cups. So what do we see here? We see feelings. There's feelings and there's emotions that have peaked, right? That are felt, that have been made aware of, right? There's a connection there that's made, right? Between the heart and the mind. There's an acknowledgement of some kind. Maybe perhaps that is still not completely clear as to exactly what we have here. Right? It looks like she's trying to figure that out. And then we have this cute little fish that's like, hey there. You see, there's a connection that has been made, an unlikely perhaps connection, right? There's a fish and there's a woman. So there's differences here, or let's just say an unlikely connection has been made, right? And then we have the King of Pentacles. Look at this one. Look at, I like them. I like them. I like this person. This is the King of Pentacles. Guys, this could be the male Virgo. This could be a Taurus. This could be a Capricorn, or this could just be, it's your significant other. We're looking at them, right? And hold on. What am I getting from this Pharaoh? Egypt could be a thing for some of you. The King of Pentacles. Let me get one more card. There's something about this cat that is so interesting. It's just and so adorable. This feels adorable. As a matter of fact, both of these cards are adorable. So it feels like there's somebody here that's very easy to love. They're cute, and the vibes that they give off are like, love me, but not like love me, you know, but like it's easy. It's something comes very easy. All right, we have the Hangman, and then what's up with this, guys? And then we have the Five of Swords. This can't be the same damn person. This can't be the same damn person because it's such a huge contrast. So I feel as if Spirit is trying to show contrast here. I did say, tell me more about this cat. Well, we have the Five of Swords, which is just a terrible card. And then we have the Hangman. Well, the Five of Swords and the Hangman talk about a conflict that has created perhaps a standstill with the Hangman. Now, the Hangman in this deck, look at it. There's ghosts, there's pirates on a fish, there's death there, there's a man hanging. So you see, it gives me the impression of, one, like something feels lost, right? But time, old, it feels ancient. When I think about a ghost, an earthbound ghost, what's the reason for spirits to be earthbound? There could be several reasons, But one of them could be maybe they feel like there is something unfinished, right? And it holds them at a certain that space here. It holds them here on earth because there's unfinished business. Maybe it's guilt, maybe it's regret. Whatever it is, it's not necessarily good, right? It can be. Right? So this is talking about something, right? And it's connected to the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords is conflict, is selfishness, it's bad behavior. Let's just call it bad behavior. Bad behavior that results in a rift between a connection between two people. Like, it just makes things weird. Very weird. And well, with the Hangman being here, it's like they're stuck. It's stuck there. So could this be a person with regrets? Could this be something unresolved, guys? Most certainly could be. But I will say, sometimes with the Five of Swords, guys, most of the time, 99% of the time, there's really nothing you can do about the Five of Swords because it's something you can't take back. The thing to do in the Five of Swords is take it back, but you can't take it back. It's already been done. It's one of those things like you just have to get past it, right? The Five of Swords. That's the best that you can do in the Five of Swords. Just accept, right, what went wrong. The best thing you can do in the Five of Swords is bring awareness to what went wrong and, well, not doing it again, learning from it, right? What went wrong here? Okay, I'm not going to do that again. You see this light here? Or I have that awareness now, and this is something I don't want to do. Like, I don't want to be in this space anymore. And the Hangman talks about being in a position that allows you to gain a different perspective. So we can also see this as somebody that this is in your significant other's position, right? Which for many of you, I feel like it could be the male Virgo or just the masculine energy with this King of Pentacles. And what was I saying? Oh yeah, the Hangman, you learn through experience. Right? Going through something unpleasant is what's happening here. You don't really know what's going on, but it eventually you have, this person is having time. They've had time to reflect and sit on certain things. Now, the problem, okay, with the Hangman is that, especially so because the Five of Swords is here, is that something it's like someone is reluctant to see, reluctant to acknowledge. That could certainly happen. And well, brings me back to the Hangman. Do you see the energy there? Death is there. What happens? What happens when you keep things inside? Five of Swords. Whatever happens here, I mean, you have to apologize and say sorry or something, right? I mean, it's that kind of situation, the Five of Swords. And what happens in the Five of Swords is pride. I don't care. They're right there, but I don't want to talk to them. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. And then what happens? Time passes. So much happens. And guess what? That is something that is unresolved. That is something that has you, in a way, has this person, right, stuck in time. just like these earthbound spirits that can move on, right, from that space, from that timeline, because they keep going back to it, because there's something there that they have to do, that they have to deal with, or else they will not be at peace. So that's kind of what we have here. Like, but it seems as though maybe perhaps for many of you, right, for this is your significant other's position. How long has this taken? It doesn't matter, right? I'm hearing it doesn't matter how long, but this just gives me the vibe, especially because death is there. Like a lot has, it's been sitting there. I'm hearing there's something's been sitting here. Let's just leave it at that. Now let's get back right to this. Let me flip it over. It came out upright, but I'm flipping it so you guys can see. I forget to do that. Let me just put the cards like that for you guys. I know it's not the best angle. I will be working on setting this up a lot in a better angle for you guys. So after looking at these two cards, because I asked, like, help me understand this King of Pentacles a little bit better, and we got this here. Now, this, we see Egypt here in the back, which is making me feel like this, and it's a King of Pentacles. It's a lot more grounded energy, and just the way that the cat looks, like there's do I have mixed feelings? I'm feeling something in the pit of my gut, guys, and I don't know how to put it exactly into words. This King of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, like they seem friendly, don't they? Cute, friendly. Three of Pentacles talks about, I mean, getting along, cooperating, you know, doing something. It's like something. This King of Pentacles needs cooperation. There's something they can't do alone in this relationship, in this connection, right? They can't do this alone. They can't do something alone, guys. They need, it takes two to tango. Is that what we have here? Is that what we have? What have we just gone through? That's what it looks like. Like this guy, this one's mad, I don't know, at something that they did. Funny how it works, huh? They're mad at something they did, and they're mad at you about it. Something like that. And you see, they're not talking. There's people back here. And it's the Five of Swords. Pride and ego are in the way. And look, they're lost in time. They got lost in time. Because what can you do in the Five of Swords? What can these people do right here? And that's you right there. That's you, Virgo crosswatcher. Like, that's you. Like, what do you do? Well, what can I do? Well, just move on with my life, or just carry on, carry on, carry on. No more. What song is that? No more. Gosh, what song is that? I don't know. Anyways, God, I think I need to look I need to attempt to look for it, because there might be a message there for some of you. How am I gonna I don't know, guys. I'll put it in the comments if I, if it find out what it is. Well, guess what? I mean, look, if there's anything to happen here, it can't be done alone, right? So is this King of Pentacles figuring out like there's something I can't, like I have to compromise? I have to, I can't do it alone. Now I know what that sounds like. It's not codependent. It's not like that. They can't be like that anymore. I mean, because what happens? I mean, you know what I'm kind of getting the feeling of? This is the one with the problem, I'm telling you, right here. The Hangman's right there. They need to understand that. The Hangman says, listen, you need to see things. You need to see something, right? This is the one with the problem. Are they expecting somebody else? Expecting you to, I don't know, come to them to resolve it? I'm hearing when you come of age, right? You mature. Like that kind of looked like a birthday cake to me. It's not, it's a ship. You see, you understand, right? Like there's certain things you can't do. There's this, it's just not going to be that way anymore. It's what this feels like. And well, Three of Pentacles says that they're wanting some, that they see that there's a compromise that needs to happen here. They know that we have a relationship and a connection. You have to actively participate and cooperate and communicate and work through things, right? Even when there's different opinions or, right? That's what happens. Well, I think this, I think that, well, I think this. Well, let's just work through it and let's just mold this in this way. That's what it looks like we have here. Okay, Mr. King of Pentacles, you're cute. I won't deny that. Real cute. All right, so what about you? Let's take a look at you, and then in a bit we'll take a look at like what will be unfolding as the weeks continue to go by, guys. Let's see. What about you? Let's take a look at you, my dear Virgo, or whoever you are watching me right now. Let's take a look at you. Let's take a look at you, my dear. What's up with you? Let's see what's wrong with you. Virgo, here we go. We have the Empress. Okay. Growth, right? Growth. The kind of growth you want to see. I like it. This is a really cool card. I don't know. It gives me like 80s vibes. I don't know. Something about it. Or is it 70s maybe vibes? I don't know. It's this retro vibe, mermaid. She looks pretty cool. It's the Empress. What's up with this Empress? And then we have the Page of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we have this cute little kitty. All right. So this is you. Empress and the Page of Swords. I mean, something that is standing out to me. One of the very first things is mother, right, and child. Look at that kid, the Page of Swords. Looks like a bad kid, right? he gets into trouble. This Page of Swords. So mother-child relation there. Doesn't necessarily have to be that, but maturity also stands out, right? We have the Empress, which is an incredible presence, very mature, and just, handles themselves a certain way. When you are in the presence of the Empress, right? It just changes the environment. It makes you act different too. Like everything's different with the Empress, right? With that environment there, because it's almost as if, like, you can't disrespect it, or you shouldn't. It's like that you can't, but you don't want to. You can't, because it's just wrong, right? There's certain behavior, right? And look at the way the Empress looks. She has the sword and she's looking at you, but she's not being a bully or anything, right? It doesn't look like it. She's just swimming around, and she has a sword and she has a shield because, well, she needs to protect herself, right? And, well, we have this Page of Swords. It's a pirate, mischievous, I would say, is the Page of Swords is very mischievous. I have a nephew, guys, and he's a Gemini. Page of Swords reminds me of the Gemini. And, oh my goodness, guys, what a handful. Page of Swords. Let me put this back here. Let me look at it. This is bringing attention to communication, guys. Is bringing attention to communication. There's growth, maturity. Growth and maturity. You have growth and maturity, guys. Now we have curiosity. This is an extra card in the deck. I see you taking a lot in, my dear Virgo. I think, like, you're taking a lot in. It's like you have an open mind, or whether you have an open mind or not, right? It's like it's been cracked open, like a coconut that's been cracked open with this curiosity and this Page of Swords, which one says that there's a lot to gain. There's a lot to learn. There's a lot to gain, and there's a lot to learn. There's immense growth that is happening, understanding. And I see you being very curious, but look, the cat here looks sad, doesn't it? He has his big eyes, and he looks sad to me. And, well, what's happening? They're out on the shore, they're alone, right? Yeah, that's what it is. They're stuck on a rock somewhere out on the beach, and they're like, wow, look at my predicament. So there is a predicament, right, of some sort that we have here that kind of sucks. And I mean, here, let me tell you what I'm seeing. I'm seeing somebody that is aware, right, of their position, of others' positions. They're aware, right, of the situation, what's occurring, what's going on, what it all means, right? And guys, it's something that and it's feels like something's dawning, right? Something's dawning, and they're curious, like they want to know. So this is you want to know. But I'm also seeing it as the entire situation as well, guys. Perhaps a different perspective that we're seeing here. One more card. One more card. Here we go. We have the Three of Wands, and it's reversed. The Three of Wands reversed. Let me show you upright what it is. What's happening here? Oh, it's a shadow. I thought it was a man falling. I don't know what it was. Okay, we have face. There's a man. There's a shadow. And it's the Three of Wands. It looks as though, guys, like is there no plans? There seems to be no plans or no plans in sight necessarily. The future developments are uncertain. There's been many delays. And again, we go back to what we saw there at the beginning, right? Like something went wrong. Something went wrong. And, well, as a result, we could see this as a block of some sort. Things are not progressing. Things are not moving forward. Failed plans. Oh, this doesn't really look like nothing is going to happen here. But gosh, I'm curious. I don't like it here. I don't think you like it here either. Nobody likes the Five of Swords, no matter what end you're on. So that's what we have. Let's not forget, we have a Five of Swords situation. It just like sucks that it happened. It made things weird. Yes, I know. So what do we do? What do you do in the Five of Swords? The best thing you can do is move on. But we saw not too long ago, the Three of Pentacles says that in order for things to move forward, right? Cooperation is needed. Meaning two people need to be, on the same page. Communication is of significance, the Page of Swords. Maybe this involves a conversation, talking, communicating. I'm curious as to, I'm hearing what could have been, should have been, coulda, shoulda, woulda kind of thing. One thing's for sure, I don't really like this space that I'm in. Kind of feels like I'm stuck. It's quite simple, what we have here, guys. It's quite simple. Maturity. Let's see, guys. How is this going to be moving forward? Like, can you give us insight, Holy Spirit, foresight, insight, maybe a revelation, anything you want to share with my dear Virgo about how things are going to continue moving forward? Let's see. How are things going to continue moving forward? Give my dear Virgo some insight, a revelation of some kind, awareness, clarity. What can they expect to be unfolding out of this situation? We have the King of Cups. Okay, this King of Cups looks funny. Let me show you. Look at him. Look at his face. Like, he's trying to figure something out. Like he's trying to figure out how he feels about something. Or initially it's like something bothers him about the situation. Something bothers him of the situation, but he's willing to take it in, to understand, to grasp, right? I would even say to learn, right? Like he's when you squint your eyes at something because you're trying to, like, maybe it's confusing at first, like, what is that? And you're like, you're trying to adjust perspective there. That's what this one's doing. An adjustment in perspective is what we have. Adjustment in perspective. But again, it's not necessarily pleasant, is it? This one looks a little moody. But he reminds me of Merlin too. Merlin the wizard. There's wisdom there. And not too long ago, what did I say? Maturity is important. It's a situation that needs to be handled with maturity, pretty much. It's actually very simple. Emotional maturity, which is the King of Cups. But look, this one looks a little grumpy. A little moody, doesn't he? Just a little bit, but definitely in the right space to be able to understand, I suppose. So I see feels like reluctant. I don't know. What do you think? Look at that face. Like reluctantly, maybe slightly, right? Reluctantly getting it Tell me more, King of Cups. We have the Fool, which talks about what? Immaturity. We have somebody that is emotionally immature, guys. What you see is the page, the page. It talks about a child, and so does the Fool. Do you see what I'm telling you? Yeah. And the best thing, my advice in this situation, if you want it, just from what I'm seeing, is listen, do not jeopardize. Don't jeopardize yourself, respect yourself. Don't do anything that you will regret. Don't do anything that you're not responsible for, right? Where are you in this situation? Do not be forced, okay, to do anything that you're not responsible for, that does not fall on you because somebody else won't do it. You will be doing the biggest mistake if you do that, because it looks like here we have a situation where like I'm hearing somebody has to say sorry. Now, that might not be exactly the case, but something like that. Something falls on somebody to do. And that's the problem, because that means creating harmony. 3 of Pentacles, some sort of harmony. It means compromising in some way, which just means doing something that maybe it's at a disadvantage. And what I mean by that, like I'm thinking about the 5 of Swords, and I'm thinking about that person there. Basically, what's on the line seems to be ego. That's what's being compromised, somebody's ego, which is not a bad thing. And like somebody's upset here, like they're trying to, it's like they're getting it though, right? As the King of Cups, like they understand. Like, I get it. Like, this falls on me kind of thing. This falls on me kind of thing. It certainly does. Something does fall on somebody. And it kind of feels, honestly, it kind of feels like being held accountable, but I don't think like all the cards are on the table. It's like something that they're just coming to understand themselves. I don't know. It's what this feels like. Feels very much like a solitary journey, because we saw the Empress there, right? And what did that look like? It just felt like, there's a certain way to carry yourself. And the Empress does talk about self-respect. So I'm seeing all of those things play a role here. We have the Fool, a new experience, which talks about what? It talks about a lack of experience. We have the Page. The page. What's happening? What's going on? That's reminded me of Jesus when he splits the ocean. It's what it reminds me of. But it also reminds me of the cat, the curious cat that was in the middle of the ocean. It's like making space, right? There's space. The space needs to be made. That's what I'm hearing. Space needs to be made. Like there needs to be emotional growth here. There is emotional growth actually happening. And I'm seeing this as somebody making space, making way, right? This is somebody as well doing things differently. This is something new, guys. This is something new. This is something that somebody is getting the hang of, because it's the Page of Wands, and all pages in some way they're all learning something new. They're experiencing things for the first time, especially with the Fool. And I mean, can you remember a time that where you were kind of thrown into a situation that you've never been in before, and everybody else maybe had, some experience, maybe a new job that you just started and you're like really new and everybody knows what's happening, what's going on or what to do or what not to do, but you don't, and you have to learn. You learn as you go. So this is what this feels like. The Page of Wands, which is requiring someone to step, of course, out of their comfort zone. So that's what this is. This is somebody stepping out of their comfort zone, learning as they go, creating space, emotional space. Doesn't he look funny, this King of Cups? That's what you can expect, guys, in moving forward. The Fool talks about it feels like a chance. Could it be a chance, an opportunity? A clean slate. A clean slate can definitely be obtained here, guys. I know, but it requires for ego can be a part of it. 5 of Wands. Like there can't be conflict, like whatever that was, and the 5 of Swords, one, it can happen again. And then which means what? It means that you have to have complete awareness over what happened there and take responsibility and say, you know what, I can't do that again. And because it's not right, or because it did this or did that, like I just can't. And that in itself is acknowledging something, bringing awareness, accepting some sort of responsibility, indirectly in the way of, not necessarily indirectly, but you know what this feels like? It's like, I don't even think a sorry is needed here. Because let's face it, how many times have you heard sorry from somebody and they don't mean it? They keep doing what they're doing. Sometimes you don't have to say anything. You just have to turn the page, change your energy, shift into a higher vibration, right? And that's all it takes. Nothing else really needs to happen, right? Look, the 5 of Wands fighting. Uh-oh. That's at the bottom of the deck, and I think that could be a possibility, but I'm hearing that's no fun, guys. One last message, okay? One last message before we move on to closing messages. One last message that you want to share with my dear Virgo. A revelation, I don't know, something. We have the Emperor, guys, and then we have this 5 of Wands. That's interesting. The Emperor. Well, what's the Emperor, guys? Is action, is responsibility. Action, responsibility, accountability, difficult choices. It's pointing to responsibility, it's pointing to a position, and then we have the 5 of Wands. The Emperor solves problems. So I feel like this falls on the Emperor, right? To resolve. That he's a problem solver, this Emperor. He's tactful, he plans, so I'm hearing this is an issue, right? 5 of Wands for the Emperor to resolve. It falls on them as an authority figure, the position, right? Here we have somebody that is in a position to create change. Let's just say that. That's what we see here, right? Who is the Emperor? The Emperor is the person that has the power to create powerful change and has incredible influence over a situation. What kind of situation? Well, we have the 5 of Wands, and let's just say it's a conflict of some sort. There's several people. There's conflict. So I guess the question here would be, right? If there's a question here is, how should the Emperor handle this situation? How should the Emperor handle this situation? And knowing that, you know, sometimes that choice and that decision is not the easiest. But it's right up the Emperor's alley, right? There it is. It goes. It goes. General love, advice, guidance. Let's see what we get. Closing messages. If you want to book a reading with me, guys, you can do so by going to the link down below in the description box. It's going to take you to VotreVoyageTarot.com, where you could book a private reading with me. We have You Are Worthy. Your worth doesn't depend on the other person. You are worthy, guys. And then we have Rendezvous. A private getaway for two is calling you. Rendezvous. Benefit of the doubt. And it says, give your relationship a chance. What does it say? Forgiveness. Allow healing waters to wash away the pain of the past. All right, let's see. Closing messages for my dear Virgo. Closing messages. Closing. Ooh, closing messages. We have happiness. Positive energy surrounds you. A favorable outcome is assured. Then we have express. Okay. The bottom of the deck, it says letter. Happiness. Positive energy surrounds you. A favorable outcome is assured. Empress. A time to have heart-to-heart conversations. Challenges. Negative and unhealthy obstacles are upon you. Be careful. It's important to navigate these challenges properly, right? This Emperor is definitely equipped to do that. So what will he do? Kind of feels like that's still up, you know. Well, we saw the future energy. There is like evolution there of some kind. That I remember seeing. Express, all right? It says, a time to have heart-to-heart conversations. Happiness, positive energy surrounds you. A favorable outcome is assured. Challenges, negative and unhealthy obstacles are upon you. And then we have Leta. They are reaching out to communicate. News or messages are coming soon. Hold on a second. I got one more. For you. Got one more. Leta. Let's see. One last message and we're done. I'm letting you go. Expectation. Okay, be open to whatever comes next. It might just be the music your heart's been waiting to hear. Expectation. Listen, Virgo, be open to whatever comes next. It might just be the music your heart's been waiting to hear. This is what I have for you. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you. As always, truly, it was an honor and my pleasure. You guys take care, okay? Bye-bye.